What's up YouTube, it's Josh Creates here with another video. In today's video we have TikTok vent about a cashless society that we're going into. Yes, I went in a few stores and they already said they don't even take cash. But let me say this, thank you guys. The last video went crazy. It is now my most viewed video, my most liked video, and my most commented video. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for everything. So without further ado, let's get right into this video.
Guys.
Yeah.
There we go. I told y'all.
What you told us?
I told y'all something else was taking place, okay? So now listen. So many people was getting distracted from what really going on this week. They didn't even know this was taking place right now.
What was taking place?
They didn't even know how that JP Morgan just come out. Okay? Announced that.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks. Announced that by January 23rd. In 2 weeks, y'all. They're going bankrupt. Once again, JP Morgan just come out with my West when everybody was getting distracted from this Miami onion, from this Tyrese Hill fire coming out from this house, from this. They got this another distraction going on right now with Mississippi 215 body found in the back of the jail. Might as well. You got JP Morgan just come out, let the whole entire world know by the 23rd, in 2 weeks, they're going bankrupt. If they don't go bankrupt, they're going digital. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that? JP Morgan just let the whole entire world know that they're going bankrupt. If JP Morgan go bankrupt, guess who's gonna follow next?
Who?
Guess who's going to follow next?
Who?
The rest of the bank going to follow fucking JP Morgan. You must understand. January 1st was the first time globally BRICS was fully active. So now it's getting time to be affecting so many big here in United States. But nobody see that shit coming. You must be ready. You must be ready. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing to say, but a lot of people say I talk for no reason. There we go. You must understand that. For real. I'm out. Peace.
Well, that was longer than I expected, but shout out to that guy, man.
Inflation. According to S&P Global, more than 230 companies have filed for bankruptcy.
U.S. corporate bankruptcies just surpassed the total for all of last year. We are in a debt-based system, and the impact of rising interest rates is now starting to be felt in a big way. The increase in the cost of borrowing and the cost of servicing debt for both businesses and individuals is leading to defaults. Corporations and commercial real estate businesses are unable to refinance due to credit tightening, and they're being forced into bankruptcy. This is leading to job losses and decreased consumer spending, which will impact other businesses and trigger a downward spiral of events. This economy is driven by the unusual and unsustainable compounding of debt and derivatives that are now being sold as all the Wall Street products your financial advisor recommends to you.
Of course.
Okay, y'all, we went to Kroger's and we seen these cards, and apparently it's like you can bag it and check out yourself. You don't have to wait in the long lines, so we got to see what they was all about. We got these ribs. All you had to do was scan it, boom, put it in the bag. There you go. We got some cookies. Scan it, put it right in the bag. That's all you got to do. Then we checked out. We put our card in there, got the bags. We ain't even had to wait in the line or nothing.
Okay, so that right there you just saw is called autonomous shopping, meaning no cashiers. And either it's two different paths within it. The cart, actually, you can scan on the cart, and then on the other side, you can actually see the SKU numbers are automatically inputted within the system. Camera scan as well as the buggy scans what you actually purchase, and then when you walk out the store, you charge there. We're seeing that happen with Amazon Fresh, even Dollar General is getting into it. So this whole autonomous aspect of everything, from shopping to cars, it's getting ready to be, it is a big trend. But the only thing that I'm worried about when it comes to autonomous shopping is how it's going to impact jobs of the cashiers or anything of that nature. So while this is hot, that's what I'm worried about when it comes to autonomous shopping, but expect to see more of this within all forms of shopping in different lanes as well. That's it.
Check out this website.
Just like that, somebody's job got taken. Wow. Forget self-checkout. That's like, wow.
It is telling us what countries are launching, piloting, developing, researching into CBDCs. America needs to prepare for a cashless society. Do you know that a digital dollar and a dollar in general is not the same? A digital dollar can be tracked and is going to be on the internet. These are two completely different currencies that you guys need to prepare for. Make sure to follow for the latest news.
I'll say now, basically, like the only thing that you could probably get away with buying something for cash is like a car. It's like a car. As far as I know, like that's like the best thing where it won't go on your taxes and it won't be tracked. And it's like an abundance of money buying a car. But let's continue.
Your favorite fast food restaurants, Yum Brands, are going cashless, so boycott them. Do not eat there. We always have to have a cash economy. We can't afford to go cashless because cash equals freedom.
Yep.
Stop cashless business. Only use cash.
In Money Watch now, Yum Brands, the parent company of KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut, is planning to eventually go cashless, making its customers pay for purchases digitally only. Now, while there's no known timeline for the switch, the company's chief financial officer, Chris Turner, wants all transactions to begin with at least one electronic element. This could indicate increasing customer reliance on kiosks, websites, and apps for order placement. The company is also testing the utilization of AI for drive-through orders.
That's crazy. If you guys went to a store, have you guys ever been to a store? I'm pretty sure you guys have. And you guys use tap to pay. Like that's basically like a cashless thing, but some stores still have the register. But we're just gonna have to get used to tap to pay. But for me personally, I hate it. Yes, I used it a couple of times, but it just feels weird tapping to pay. You know what I mean? I like using cash sometimes, dog, but I guess we're going into the future.
The near future, physical money will become like these, relics of a different age, and will only be found in places like this. In other words, hard cash will disappear. It will become electronic, transferred by things like these.
Ugh.
So what's the rush to get rid of cash? And what's the cost? Let's face it, money is cumbersome for consumers and banks.
You need to mint the cash, you need to print the bills, you need to transport them in armored trucks, store it in secure vaults, and you need to sort it at the till as well.
Operating in cash costs countries about 0.5% of their GDP every year. But cost isn't the only incentive to move towards a cashless future.
Demand is rising, primarily demand from young generations who are looking for fast, easy-to-use means of payments.
Digital payments aren't just easy, they're neat.
It becomes easier for governments to monitor tax evasion and fraud, so we will have less of that going on, probably.
Having every single payment automatically recorded is efficient, but there's a downside.
Let's assume, for example, that a country that used to be democratic, where people were not paying too much attention about safeguarding their privacy, becomes undemocratic and someone wants to control citizens more closely. They will try to infer from what you buy your political leanings, potentially. And generally speaking, just monitor what you're doing in ways that they shouldn't be doing.
The ballot boxes are kept locked and sealed.
Living in a democratic country doesn't mean you shouldn't be concerned.
There are also worries that private companies perhaps might use this data in ways that are not safe or that you might not like. And for a number of sectors, knowing what you do with your money is very important.
Electronic money trails can allow governments and
that right there, I hate doing that. It feels weird.
Private companies to access and harvest personal data. But there's another threat that's worrying banks. cyber attacks.
It was a high-tech bank robbery.
Capital One suffering a massive hack attack involving
100 million Capital One customers' accounts
had their personal information stolen.
In March 2019, Capital One Bank was hacked.
A sole hacker managed to steal away 106 million people's personal details in a matter of days. And that attack was noticed just a few months after. You can see that a lot of companies are not very well protected yet against such threats. Pretty much every day we hear of data breaches, cyber attacks that are successful. It's much harder to prevent an attack than to be on the hacker side, because you only need to succeed once as a hacker. Once upon a time, you would have two guys coming in. They would tell everyone to be on the floor, they would put the money in a bag and then run away with the money. And you would get insurance against that.
Wow.
Alright, so I'm just now leaving Publix. Now I'm just curious, there it is. Did you guys know that they're not accepting cash anymore on their self-checkouts? Like, what? No more cash on the self-checkout? If you're telling me cash is not going away, go to Publix.
That's the same store I was talking about earlier, about like tap to pay. Yes, you could still enter your card, and like they still have cashiers where you could pay cash, but like, dog, Publix is like that one store that will like jump on it on anything that's like trending without like, as far as like money. Basically what this whole video is about. You heard what the guy just said, like there's self-checkout doesn't accept cash, meaning you can't like insert it and then the machine just takes it. You know how it goes. None of that. Not even change, man. So what's the whole point of oh my gosh. No, what's the whole point of cashiers anymore? Wow, man, times have changed.
If I told you the world is really starting to wake up and we are realizing that life is just a game, would you believe me? There's so many people that believe that this guy is actually good for the people. I don't know why they believe that, but I could say it's the lack of understanding what's really going on. It's something called the Illuminati card game, and these people have a certain role, and their mission is to make sure we don't overstand our mission, overstand something. They are leading us into a society with no cash. Why are they trying to get rid of cash, and why did they even create cash? When you hear about Bigfoot, aliens, Project Bluebeam, aliens coming from out of the water and from the sky, they are the ones that put this in plan. Remember, they planned for 1,000 years in the past to predict the future. So none of this stuff we are hearing about and seeing is really new. There's nothing new under the sun. What we are dealing with is characters in a deck of cards. If you play cards, everybody has a role or a purpose. He represents the Joker in a deck of cards. You know, the Joker will always tell you the truth but make you laugh and deceive you at the same time. The Joker cannot be trusted. This woman right here, the so-called queen, she represents the queen in the deck of cards. Oh yeah, the king, he represents the king in the deck of cards. They all know what's going on but us, but don't worry about it. We are really starting to wake up. Their entire purpose is dealing with control. They made money to control us. Now they're trying to take the money away to control us. Now they're going to have all digital currency. Most people don't believe that the world is coming to an end because they don't see no major big event taking place. But it's called terraforming. They start changing the world slowly. So when it do happen, we never seen it coming. People have been speaking about this for hundreds of years, letting people know that this is coming. But people say it will never come because God won't allow it to come. We are gods and goddesses. We get permission to this reality and make this reality. We are real currency. We are actually gold. Gold is the highest form of currency. We are gold. Now we are becoming their product. They are using us as currency or a new product. This is why people can now scan their hands when they buy merchandise. Why are they scanning our hands? Because we have universal chakra points in our hands that control so much about our life and so much about the universe. We can touch certain things with our hands and we can heal it, but they are using our hands as products. Once we start thinking for ourselves again, then we can create different realities because we create these realities with our mind. So if you change your mind, you change your reality.
What you guys think, man? Is he reaching, or is he like spitting facts, telling the truth of what's really going on? Let me know in the comment section down below.
The world elites plan on implementing a cashless society with a one world digital currency for total control over the population. And I'm going to show you some of the predictive programming that has been telling us what the one world currency will be. Now, this is the cover of The Economist in 1988, and there is a lot of things to dissect here. First, it says, get ready for a world currency. And as you can see, the cash is burning right here and the phoenix is rising from the ashes. This symbolizes new beginnings, aka the new world currency. Now, in the middle of the phoenix, you are going to find the logo for XLM or Stellar. If you guys didn't know, XLM or Stellar is a digital currency. Now, we also have Phoenix written on the coin, and XRP is greatly associated with the Phoenix. Now, if you guys aren't aware of what ISO 222 is, this is legislation that implements digital currencies into our financial banking system. And these are some of the compliant coins. XRP and XLM is included. Now, in the movie Interstellar, they have the XLM or Stellar logo. And on the other movie color, they actually highlight the word Stellar. This is another form of predictive programming. Now, XRP has already been implemented into many financial banking systems, and it will be the future for international bank payments. Now, this isn't financial advice, but I think that the best way to prepare for this would be to load up on some of these ISO 222 compliant coins. I would also highly suggest loading up on precious metals like gold and silver. And remember, cash is the only thing that they cannot track. They want to get rid of it. Peace and love.
Wow. Shout out to that guy. That was very informative. I really like that. I never knew that. XLM and Stellar. That's something to look forward to. I got to do my research on that. But anyways, guys, that was it for this video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on a cashless society. Is it the right thing to do? Is it the right direction that not only just us in America, but now the whole world? Is that the right direction? Should like the whole world go in that direction? Let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this. If you stayed to the end, shout out to you. Let me know in the comment section whether you stayed to the end. And yeah, my name is Josh Creates. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Needless to say, everything will be okay. I'm out.